welcome again to Reyna Clothier. Today we'll be discussing the sleeve holes of a jacket. So whether you have a two-piece jacket or a two-piece suit or a sport jacket, this will apply. So a lot of options that you can choose from the customization with Reyna Clothier of a made-to-measure garment. So the first thing I'll start with is a straight or the slanted buttonholes. So what I mean by that is if you notice where it's kind of slanted here, and this one is straight, if you can see right here, and all of our garments are functional. So what that means is you can unbutton them like this, and you can take them all off. I like to leave the last one unbuttoned, so it gives a signature look, and you can actually see the whole color of the functional buttonhole thread. So that's one neat thing we can do with the customization options. And then the button choice. So if you notice, we have about, I would say, at least 30 options of button styles or button choices that you can choose from. And these are different buttons as well that you can choose from. And then from there, you have the different color of the buttonhole thread. So if you notice here, you can have a matching, which you can barely see it, hence matching, or you have different colors. We have at least 15 different colors that you can choose from. So you are the creator of your canvas of your garment. So it's really neat when you work with us and go to these options, where a lot of our first time clients that never bought a custom made garment, they're like, what do you mean sleeves? They're just regular, right? No, you have a lot of options. So one of the big hallmark, unfortunately a hallmark of a off the rack, is you would have straight and regular buttons. It doesn't look expensive, or just not even expensive, an elegant look. It looks very cheaply made, the buttons, and they're matching fabric, or matching the fabric color of the buttonhole threads. So very basic, very simple. But again, when you work with us, you have these type of options. The other one is the color. Again, we have the color here, and I mentioned that already. And the other option is whether you have the kissing buttons. So that is where the buttons are arranged. So the kissing buttons, literally, it means because they're close to each other. So instead of here having them kind of, half a centimeter separate, the kissing option would be made like this. All of them would be kind of touching each other like this, kind of overlapping, if you will. And then the other option is how many buttons you have. So that's what's neat about it. Here I have 4 buttons. If you can see here, I'll button this one up. So you have 4 buttons right here. You can start with just one. You can have 1 button. Functional, of course, and you're still have the option of changing the color. You can have 2, you can have 3, all the way up to 6. We wouldn't suggest having 6, 4, maybe 5 if you're very flamboyant, so it makes a big difference. But anything 6 and above is outrageous. We had some garments that we can actually put 10, but it's not really a suit or a sport jacket. It's more of a hybrid jacket. So the formality kind of goes off from there. So you can put multiple buttons. But as far as your typical sport jacket, your two-piece suit, 1 to 4 is great. If you have 1, it kind of gives you a good, elegant look, a unique look, because again, you don't have any of those options off the rack. So automatically a person's psyche will say, hey, that's kind of a neat suit. So it sticks out, these little details. And that's why I chose 2 of regarding the buttonhole fabric, or the buttonhole sleeve color or the buttonhole color, 2 matching and 2 contrasting. And I chose the color. That's what's really neat. Same here. I kept it very simple, but the neat thing is I chose it. They're straight. I don't know if you can see the buttonhole there, the functional, but they're straight and matching the fabric. And I kept it very simple. I like it because, again, you can unbutton it. You can button it back either way. I like, my style that I like is to leave the last button open, so at least people can see that it is functioning instead of a typical off the rack. So it just looks a lot more elegant from that. And yeah, those are the options that you have. Again, a lot of my clients, first time, they're like, wow, so much goes on with just a sleeve. And that's what's beautiful about having a made-to-measure garment. You have those options. It's not just a suit that you might get from your dad or your brother or your cousin, and it's just, or anything that you buy off the rack. It is definitely not, and it is a wonderful garment that you can make your own. And that's where we kind of focus more on making that garment more specifically to you. So that is it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me. My contact information on the description. And then be sure to like, comment, and share our content. And of course, if you can, please subscribe, because that will ultimately help my company grow little by little. I'm very much appreciative of that. So hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are, and take care.